Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? I see YouTube is the first thing to come up. I'm just waiting for Facebook to get in line. Just give it a second here. The joys of the World Wide Web. So, just give me a second, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh it on Facebook, YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you for being on point. um, all right, so I'm just gonna share it on here so that way others can see. For the two people that are in on Facebook, I thank you for tuning in. I apologize for the delay. I am currently working on Facebook. um, So just give me a second. Let me just let everyone know. I'm going to move my notes aside so that I can let everyone know. Give me 1 second. Just gonna post that there. Okay. It was working fine. I promise. I promise it was working fine before I did this. Okay. It should be coming along now. Okay, we're just gonna start. There we go. Hello, Facebook. Hi to everyone on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Pearl Tips. YouTube, thank you for being ready and being set to go. I am Danielle KP. I am the host of the discussion that we're going to have today. We're going to talk about what is ADHD. Okay. But first, before we go into this topic, the way I start every show is that I say a prayer. And this time, I want to say a very special prayer because September is Suicide Prevention Month. And I would like to say a very special prayer to anyone who is contemplating suicide or who has lost a loved one due to suicide, um, and who might be self harming at this time. I just want to lift you up in prayer, and you can feel free to join me or not. It's totally up to you. But this is something that I like to do to start the show. Okay. Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be here and have this platform to educate others and just inspire other people. Lord, I just want to lift up every person that is struggling with suicide or has lost a loved one due to suicide. Lord, I pray that you would just surround them with your love and kindness. I pray that you would connect them to the right people so that they can be able to heal and overcome all the issues that life throws at us every day. I pray that you would give them the courage to just ask someone or talk to someone, Lord, because life is hard. So I just pray that you'd give them the courage and the strength to go on and just see another day. In your holy name I pray. Amen. Amen. And for all of those who might know someone or you might be that person, you can definitely call 211 and be connected to someone who you can speak with free of charge. You don't have to worry about it, but you can definitely talk to someone. And also look out for a therapist or talk to your doctor or your dog. It could be anyone. Your life matters. Okay. But thank you for tuning in. This today, we're going to talk about ADHD. We've always heard the term of ADHD. What does it even stand for? What does it mean? Where does it come from? So I have done some research. I have my book here, the DSM-5. This is upside down, I think. Um, to you guys, okay. The DSM-5 is the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of Mental Disorders. So this is what doctors use, psychiatrists use to help diagnose different mental health disorders. Okay, so this is something that I've used to do some of the research. I've also used Google and the American Psychiatric Association .org. So this is where I got all this information from. And I even went a step further to kind of not make it so textbooky. I kind of summarize it and put it into layman's terms. So if you need any of these resources, feel free to inbox me on Facebook, or you can email me pearlkennedygroup@gmail.com. I will put that in the comment section for you at YouTube, and if anyone else needs it. So ADHD, it stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder. And it's attention deficit plus hyperactivity. So that's where like ADHD comes from. So there's two subcategories within the ADHD category. Okay, so the first category is the inattention. So you have trouble concentrating. So that these symptoms have to last for 6 months or longer. So this is not something that's going to last for a day, a week. No, these are symptoms that are going to last 6 months or longer. So that's why it's so important to just kind of pay attention to yourself or your child, or those around you, so you'll be able to kind of pick up on these things. So the inattention category, this is the symptoms that you will see displayed. So you have people who frequently forget daily activities, they get easily distracted, unable to listen when spoken to directly, loses items that are necessary for your task. So ADHD affects both children and adults. So there's that. So it affects kids and adults. So no one's kind of immune to it. It affects all age group, all cultures, all people. Okay, so these individuals who might suffer from ADHD also suffer from difficulty maintaining attention, and they might be misplacing like their car keys, cell phones, um, pencils, pens, homework, um, work presentations. So these are the things that could be one of the symptoms of that. Another thing would be this person avoids or dislikes or is reluctant to take part in activities that require constant attention. So, being in school is very difficult for individuals who have these symptoms of ADHD, and also working in the corporate arena for some of these adults could be very challenging as well. And the another symptoms are careless mistakes. So these individuals fail to focus on the details, and they tend to forget and just make careless mistakes. So the other category of ADHD is the hyperactive slash impulsivity. Remember, these symptoms have to be present 6 months or longer. Okay, so the hyperactive slash impulsive symptoms are excessive talking, difficulty waiting. So these people, they have difficulty waiting while they're on a phone call, or difficulty waiting in line. So it's very difficult for them to wait. Impulsively blurts out answers. So these students in class with children, they might blurt out answers instead of raising their hands. These adults might have difficulties in the office, where they just kind of blurt stuff out during a meeting. They don't take turns or speak up during a call. They don't give other people a chance to speak. And those who are having these symptoms of ADHD, they're not doing it just to be disruptive or to be aggravating. This is literally something that they can't control, or have trouble controlling. So they're not doing it to be rude or nasty. They just have an imbalance. Okay. Another symptom of this is an inability to be seated, so squirming in their seat, or fidgeting with their feet. You see some people like they shake their legs while they're sitting down. Some people play with their fingers, things like that. Another thing is they can't do anything quietly. So these individuals have trouble just difficulty reading something quiet, or doing homework quietly or work projects quietly. Another symptom is they always seem to be on the go. So these individuals who have ADHD might present symptoms as if they are constantly on the go. They can't turn off or kind of calm down. It's difficult for them to do so. If you have any questions as well, please feel free to write in the comment section. I'll get to it while I'm speaking. Or if you want me to repeat anything, just let me know. Another symptom of the hyperactive / impulsivity of ADHD is interrupts activities, conversations, or intrudes, or takes over for others. So these are your kids on the playground that, let's say they're kind of waiting in line to go down to the slide, and one kid's afraid. This kid might come up and be like, okay, you need to come on, like, just, okay, fine. If you don't want to go, I'll go. Or if you're talking to your child and your child interrupts and doesn't let you finish all the time, that can be a symptom. So keep in mind that the symptoms last for 6 months or longer. Okay. Now that I've told you the challenges and the symptoms, I got some good news, because why not? So the good thing about ADHD, this is something that a lot of professionals don't really tell you the good side. So when these symptoms are managed, whether it's medication, whether it's you're learning coping skills to kind of help you wait or help you with the impulsivity or kind of help you focus, these people are some of the most amazing, creative kids and adults that you'll ever see. So ADHD is really a gift when it is managed in a proper manner, so that that individual can strive and be an amazing person that they are. And to give you some perspective, I found some celebrities who've been diagnosed with ADHD. So according to WebMD, we have Simone Biles, the US Olympic champion, gold champion, you know her. Justin Timberlake. Everybody knows Justin Timberlake. He is diagnosed with ADHD. will.i.am, famous rapper, singer, producer, whole lot of things that he does. Amazing, amazing artist. We have Adam Levine, who's a singer who was also on Maroon 5. And according to the Atlanta Black Star magazine, the article of 7 successful Black celebrities who overcame learning disabilities, guess whose name popped up? Stevie Wonder. Yep, Stevie Wonder has been diagnosed with ADHD. Michael Jordan, Will Smith, and Solange Knowles. So these are amazing artists, amazing people who have these symptoms, who have been diagnosed with ADHD, and they're amazing creative people. So when you're able to manage your ADHD and you're able to kind of put your focus into something else, it will help those symptoms. Now, here are some tips that you can use in your everyday life to help yourself or your loved one or even a child so that you can be able to focus. So, get your pen and paper ready. So, one, to help you stay focused, write a list. Every day, make a list of the things that you are going to do for that day. That way, it'll help you stay focused, and it'll help you to be proud of yourself. You have that yes, I did it, I completed a task, just to kind of keep you motivated. Another thing is, if you're at school or at work, try to do something small, or try to have something small in your hand to help you focus. It can be a paper clip, It can be like something just like a tissue paper that you're constantly rubbing on to kind of help you stay focused while you have to read or write, something like that. Me personally, I like essential oils. They help a lot to help you stay calm and focused. Another thing that you can do too is if you're for adults, if you're on a conference call or if you're in a meeting, another thing that you can do is to doodle. So get a pen and paper, and while you're taking notes in your meeting, you can doodle, just circles, draw to kind of help you stay focused as well when you're in meetings as an adult to help you focus. Another thing is don't be mad if you get distracted. It's okay. Just kind of revert back by asking yourself, okay, is what I'm going to do really important that I have to do it right this second? It's important to ask yourself that because you can have dialogue within yourself so that you can be like, okay, this is not really important. The dishes can wait. I have to finish my homework, or I have to want to make sure that my kid is good, they ate, instead of me like going off to do another task. A lot of times when those who have ADHD symptoms, they tend to have a lot of different tasks going on at once, and they don't do the task very well because there's so much going on. Hi, Gina. Thank you for tuning in. So, those individuals who have struggles with ADHD, they do so many things that they get distracted that they don't finish the task and they can't focus. So, try doing one thing at a time. And once it's completed, give yourself a high five, get a piece of chocolate, have a soda, just everything in moderation. Another thing that you can do is reward yourself. Do a little dance. Once your task is finished, do a little dance, do a pat on the back. Everything in moderation, like I said. Another great thing that I've seen with patients when I practiced individual counseling and group counseling, I saw that by giving them a space to be creative and to kind of like let that hyperactivity loose, whether it's painting, drawing, sports, working out, those things can be really helpful to kind of channel that hyperactivity. Play, just have fun and play. Sometimes we all just need that. Well, guys, I hope this was helpful and I hope that you learned something today. And if you have any questions or if you need some clarification, feel free to reach out to me at Pearl Kennedy Group at gmail.com or instant message me on Facebook, the Pearl Kennedy Group, if you have any questions. I also would like to advise you talk to your doctor. Let your doctor know the symptoms that you are feeling, how long it's lasted, and how it's affecting your life. Because these symptoms that go untreated, it can be very frustrating to the individual and those around them. And for those who uh, kind of, oh, I don't need it, I can't afford it, I don't have insurance. There are some amazing community resources that will be able to help you so that you can get to a doctor and you can be well. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. Tune in for October 1st exclusively on Facebook. We are having a discussion and some tips on finances and mental health. You don't want to miss that one because you are going to learn something. I'm going to learn something. And we are in some real uncertain times as far as finances are concerned. So, our financial professional, Renzo Barreto, is going to be here talking with us October 1st, and it will be exclusively on our YouTube channel, the Pearl Kennedy Group. So, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and I wish you all the best. And Facebook, remember, you're worth way more than pearls. Take care. Now, for those individuals who are on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. And I wish you well. And I know and hope that God continues to bless you in everything that you do. And remember, you are worth way more than pearls. Till next time.